So we will deal with the topic crops and vegetables, agriculture, protection of crops and storage of seeds in this video. So you have to read through pages 12 and 13 from the textbook, read it thoroughly, mark the important points and study from it. So if we start with the topic, we will be dealing with crops and vegetables from page 11. So you have to understand the meaning of the term crops. Crops are nothing but plants of one kind grown in a particular area or a region during a particular period. So what are crops? They are nothing but plants of one kind grown in an area over a particular period. So you have the Rabi crop and the Kharif crop. The Rabi crop is wheat or gram that is grown from November to April, that is the winter season. Kharif crop are crops like rice and maize grown from June to October, which is summer season. So you have to study this thoroughly, it is very important. Now, there are certain vegetables that are also grown in certain seasons. Winter vegetables, cabbage, cauliflower, radish, beans and pea. Summer vegetables, brinjal, pumpkin and gourd. So we need to understand which vegetables grows well in which kind of season and in which kind of soil. So we have done certain research and we have found out that rice and jute requires clayey soil, grows well in West Bengal. Wheat requires sandy irrigated soil. Irrigated means artificially watered. Punjab. Jowar or bajra, sandy soil, Rajasthan. Cotton, black soil, central and western India. Tea plants, moist soil, hilly areas like Assam, Nilgiri, etc. Coconut, coastal area, Kerala and Goa. You must have seen this, isn't it? Maize, dry soil, plains and hills. Onion and groundnut, it requires well drained sandy soil. So from this you have understood that different plants require different climates and seasons and they require different kinds of soil. So if you understand this properly, you can find out which crop you can grow in which region, so you get the maximum result. Now let us look into the next topic, that is agriculture. So what is the meaning of this term agriculture? You grow plants on a large scale, that is agriculture, like you get rice, wheat, so that is agriculture. So to get good crops, farmers usually add nutrients to the soil. It can be organic, natural like manure, or it can be fertilizers, they are chemical. Examples of fertilizers are urea, superphosphate, ammonium sulfate and nitrate. So this is a new term for you. So how do you familiarize it? You have to read it, repeat it again and again. So once again just see urea, superphosphate, ammonium sulfate, nitrate. So this is important, this can be asked as a question. Now you can also add manure. You can also add manure to give nutrients. So how do you get good and healthy crop? Please mark this in the textbook, it's very important. Healthy ripe seeds you can take for sowing. Sowing means you take the seed and you put it in the soil and you water it, that is sowing. Prepare the soil properly, add manure or fertilizer. You can use insecticide and pesticide. What is this insecticide? Insecticides are chemicals used to kill insects, and pesticides are chemicals used to kill pests. So, you have to understand the meaning of the term pest, isn't it? So, we will look into that later, but just understand that there are certain chemicals. Okay. But if you use more of this, what can it lead to? It can lead to harmful results. So, the next topic that we have is protection of crops and storage of seeds. It is on page 11. So, from what do you need to protect the crop? You have to protect it from grazing animals, grass eating animals like cow, goat. You have to protect it from pest. You remember I said pesticide, and what is the meaning of pest? They are nothing but locust, grasshopper, caterpillars. They are all pest. Diseases like fungal diseases, bacterial diseases, isn't it? Squirrels, rats, moles, birds and insects, they come in large quantity, they feed off the crops and destroy it. So, next we have to understand, we can also protect the crop by putting fencing around the field. You can also store the crop or the seed in airtight sealed containers, tight closed containers. What is this fence? Walls that are built around the field. Clear to you? Now, you have to understand that like any other living organism, plants do require love and care, and if that is given properly, what happens is that you get good healthy plants which are wealth to the nation. What is the meaning of wealth? You get income, money from the plants. Okay. Now, let us look into another section from the textbook, page 13, Think Green. So, there are natural insecticides like dry neem seeds. You powder it, soak it in water, strain it. Whatever you get, you can use it as an insecticide. So, please read through that green box properly. So, what is that green box that I was talking about? This, page 13. So, you have to read through, let us say it again, mark it as homework, you have to read it, important. Next page, you have certain exercise questions. Can you see that? Page 15 and 14 and 15. They are simple questions, you can find the answers, try to do it. Please read through page 16 and 17. They are just certain informative areas, just read through it, try to answer it. So, thank you children.